Hello. In this video, let me try to explain the complexities involved in using HashSet or hashmap for that matter in Java. Here I have three simple classes. The first one being employee class, which has uh, employee name and employee age and a set of uh, getters and setters. And I have an employee database which uses a hash set to store a set of employees. And it has methods like add employee, remove employee, and print the set of employees. I have a runner class where I perform various operations on the uh, database. Before we proceed with the demo, let's have a look at the Java doc for hashset.remove method. It says that it would remove an element if it is present in the hash set. And how does it know an object is present in the set? It is by using the equals method. And it also says it returns true if the set has contained such an element. So let's just implement equals method for the demo since the Java doc says so. And let me comment out hash code implementation. Now when I run the method, run the program, now I've added two employees with the same age and different names, and I've printed the database, and the database shows two employees. Now let me try to remove employee 1, and while removing employee 1 I'm supplying a new employee class instance with the same fields as employee 1. Now if I print the database after removing employee 2, I see that employee 2 is not removed. Unlike what we saw in the Java doc, uh, the removal has not worked. Now why hasn't the hash set uh, removed the employee 1? Hash set uses hash code to put objects in a hash table, and if two objects return the same hash code, uh, they probably will go into the same bucket, and to search through the items in the same bucket it uses equals method, unlike what is said in the Java doc. So now let's implement hash code as well and see what happens. So I have printed the database. I've removed the employee 1 by supplying a new instance, and my remove operation has worked fine. So remember that when you are implementing equals method, you need to implement hash code method as well. If you look at my implementation of hash code, it's simple. I've used the age of the employee as the hash code parameter. Now let's try to do a tricky operation. Here I update the age of the employee 2 to 26. I'm using the same reference that was passed to the employee database, and after I run the print method, I see that the age has been updated from 25 to 26, and also the hash code has been changed. But remember that we haven't removed and added the employee 2 into the hash set. So the hash code or the bucket in which the employee 2 is there still remains the same. So now if I try to remove employee 2 by say passing 26 itself, now if I try to remove employee 2 and you see that it has not been removed because the hash code has not been updated in the hash set. Now let's try to do one more tricky operation. Let's try to pass the old age of the employee in the remove method and see what happens. So I've added the employees, I've removed employee 1, I am updating the age of employee 2, and I've printed the database, and you see that the age of the employee has been updated in the database, that is the hash set as well. Now I pass remove employee, pass 25 to remove employee method. At this point I'll put a breakpoint at hash code and equals method, and let me step through it. So you see that a call from HashSet remove method has gone to hashmaps remove method, which is searching with the key as the object, which will be the same object as um, and the key would be the object's hash code, which is employees hash code, and we get the result as 56. Now this is the hash code of the object that we have passed from uh, main method. So but, uh, now there is a call from uh, remove entry for key from hash map to equals method, just to check whether the object that has been passed is actually the same object. So I initially had the age comparison as well. Now since the ages are different, I just have commented it out just for the demo purpose. um, so the object that is passed is the object in the hash set, which has the age as 26, and its hash code would be 57, but the hash code that is being used to put the object in a bucket in hash set would be 56. Hence we are at this point. So the equals passes and the object gets removed. Let's see that in the database. So you see that both the employees have been removed.